21st of July 2021. It's around 2:30. RAC call-outs. Just as there was a queue at the 5 Mile garage. Even fancy cars can break down. Traditional ones. Oh look, you can make better progress on a bike. That's the park and ride. This is the park and ride behind the trees that were not there before the park and ride was built. I mean, there's going to be electric car chargers going up there. So I mean, you're going to have to wait in your car for an hour while it charges. And let's just think about it. 2 cars hooked up to an electric car charger. With 2 cars, charging power is reduced, charging takes longer, over an hour for a standard car. So, I mean, people are going to have to unplug. Get out their car, maybe in the dark in winter, longer nights. I mean, this reinforces the view of longer winter holidays and e-learning at school, online delivery of course material. I mean, really, there's a great logic behind this. Yeah, it takes quite a while actually to repair a broken down car. But I mean, the RAC, they do their best. They're Britain's fourth emergency service. The RAC, or is that the AA? Well, they're both competing firms. It's competition in business. I mean, these RAC drivers, they're really causing a tailback of traffic. Shoot video from a distance, zoom in. People can't hear what you're saying. Oh, here's a bus. I mean, buses are shared transport. They cut down on cars on the road. And actually, it's the bus driver that's got the responsibility to actually, for passengers, the responsibility. Buses can break down, but oh, we've got Prime 4. Buses can break down. But I mean, the bus drivers, they can call for assistance and other buses come along. Motorists have to do it themselves. And the most vulnerable motorists with disabilities might actually struggle to do it themselves. And there's a whole range of disabilities and health complaints. Just bear it in mind. This is the wee hamlet of Mason Lodge. It's 8 miles to Aberdeen. Just a small community. There's a barber's here for cutting hair. That's grooming for the men to attract the partners of the women. And the sheep are grazing just next to Elric. Mason Lodge, located next to Elric, on the outskirts of West Hill, in the northeast of Scotland, on the outskirts of Aberdeen, where the sheep graze along with the people. This is community living in the town, in the countryside. Sheep and people living alongside in peaceful harmony. Sheep can graze anywhere actually, on a hillside. They roam freely in the Western Isles of Scotland, and that's why there's cattle grids, to disrupt them, stop them going up to properties. Sheep can block roads, be disruptive. This is the quaint, peaceful surroundings by Elric, on the outskirts, in the countryside, where the sheep graze. By Mason Lodge, the small hamlet, a community, a small community of people. There's small communities all over the place. Some of them are remote. That's the benefit of satellites in space. Look at the wispy clouds today. Satellites. Think remote offers of help, remote support, remote monitoring. You know, using your Windows XP or Windows 10 computer, there was remote assistance, which enabled, based on terminal services in Windows 2000, which enabled users, computer users, to view the screens of other computer users. That's based on the principle of help, helping others. But you know, people can abuse technology. There's good intentions and bad intentions. The abusers, they can pilfer or steal credit card numbers. There's key logging. That's the downside with tracking. There's good elements and bad elements, good intentions versus bad intentions. And young people really need very good intentions, a high standard of ethics and morals, doing the right thing. Paying everyone a fair rate is important, but then again, actually, living within your means is also important. Calorie constriction, exercise, staying healthy, eating in moderation. Just thinking about that young child in Africa that's impoverished. You need to think what you've got. Everyone here is actually well off. Plodding along. So the 11th of August 2022. What is significant? Just take a note. From the difference between July and August, it wasn't as warm in July. I mean, it's around 26 degrees C if BBC Weather website is accurate. Important to note the temperature. You can use the websites online and then put it into video. So around 26 C, it's warm. Maybe not as hot as London, it's near 40. But it's still warm, and it's warmer than July. It wasn't this warm in July, so August is a better month than Scotland, the northeast of Scotland, for temperature, for warm temperature. And you've got to consider the 2 years previously. In August there was thunderstorms, storms, heavy rain lashing down. No rain today actually. Just taking a moment to talk about the weather is worthwhile when it's warm and sunny. When it's hot and sunny, people like to dip into water to cool off. The Stonehaven outdoor pool is heated. But I mean, you don't need, well, heated pools are still a benefit in the summer, because otherwise the water is totally freezing. Freezing pools. Heated pools are more likely in Florida, in South Africa, in Spain, not so much the south coast of England. But yet the Stonehaven outdoor pool is heated. That's why it's popular. A popular outdoor pool in the northeast of Scotland. Stonehaven has the fireballs at New Year. It's actually got more going for it than some other places in the northeast of Scotland. But Stonehaven can experience floods, like Port Elphinstone near Inverurie, also near Finhorn, in Murray, near Elgin. Floods. Stonehaven gets floods. It's by the coast, by the North Sea, in the valley, but round about that really nasty road junction, the big bend in the road that now has a roundabout that links to the Aberdeen bypass. It's a cross section, and then there's the intersection that leads from Stonehaven across to Bankery. And there's a road depot at Stonehaven, Spurry Hillock. Spurry Hillock Road Depot? You need to know geography and place names to talk outside. Look at this plant. Flowering. Purple. In the countryside. In Kingsford, Kings Wells. This is Kings Wells actually. It's not West Hill. It is Kings Wells, which is part of Aberdeen, and it's around Kingsford. Because further that way, there's the practice pitches, the football stadium. No, it's that way. It's over there. You can see it in the distance. Video enables you to look around. Looking around, that's panoramas, but it's not quite. Panoramas are shorter video segments. A video holding a smartphone and turning it is more authentic motion and shows wider angle viewpoints. Actually physically moving it and then talking, it provides a narrative. Motion might be better, moving along, instead of just still video sequences. Okay, so this is the Kings Wells countryside. We have a van going uphill through the field of sheep. 11th of August 2022. Oh, it's Thursday. A van in the field of sheep. It's avoiding the sheep. Oh, it's heading for the sheep. You can see the sheep. You see the van? The blue van? In the field of sheep. This is Kings Wells. Someone's just got out the van. You might not see it on video. Sometimes you need to talk. Details. Someone's got out the van. They've stopped at the wall. They're in the field of sheep. You can see sheep grazing. This is the Kings Wells cycle path. Kings Wells, van in the field. Yeah, this is the Kings Wells countryside. Heather blossoming. Is it heather? Purple heather? Heather is a symbol of Scotland. It might not be heather. That's not heather. That's heather. Look at the blue van. Driving through the field. So this is where they come to learn to drive these days. Learning in the fields of sheep. Usually people go to industrial estates on a Sunday because they're empty or quiet. Learning to drive. But in Kings Wells, they learn to drive through the field of sheep. Well, it might not be a learner. Look. It looks like they're learning to drive, dodging the sheep. Sheep can block roads. They can graze anywhere, on a hillside, in the Western Isles of Scotland, in the islands. Sheep graze anywhere. There's cattle grids up to properties, on roads, to limit the spread of sheep. The vehicle's gone to that property. Oh, the cycle paths. Busy late afternoon, Thursday. You know, this is Spring Hill Road, but if you look here at this faded sign, it says Durbeth Crescent. That's Spring Hill Road. This is the Langstracht. So that road there, the one opposite Tesco Wood End, must actually be Durbeth Crescent. It's actually quite difficult for postal workers using street signs that are in strange locations to understand what address or what street a house belongs to. I mean, I guess letters through the post is a burden on the postal service, ordinary postal workers, postal delivery workers that walk the streets. So I guess email for letters is better. But email doesn't always go through. Sometimes it goes to junk mail. The problems. Also, not everyone replies to email. I mean, these are the issues with the digital world. I mean, the postal service spend a great deal of time delivering letters. I mean, you can understand it with parcels. You've got to put objects in the letterbox. But with letters, email really does away with the need for letters, potentially. Did you see that? The traffic lights were at red, and there was a tailback of traffic along Spring Hill Road. Spring Hill Road, the dividing line between Shedixley and Maastricht. I mean, this is after 2 p.m. on the 14th of June 2022. You need to know the date and time, but actually if you don't look at the date and time, you tend not to know what day it is or what date it is. I didn't look at it before shooting this video actually, and actually I can't see the date and time while shooting video, but I do know it's the 14th of June. Also, yesterday was the 13th, and I was shooting video and I was aware what date it was, what day it was also. I mean, this is now Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. You need to do something to know what day and date it is. And if you don't do anything, keep a diary, use a computer, have a mobile phone. All mobile phones have dates and times, and there's the calendar app. The digital world enables you to manage contacts better. This is the back of St Macer Academy. The graffiti. St Macer Academy. St Macer Academy. 16th of June 2022. St Macer Academy sits alongside the big Kitty Brewster Police Station. St Macer Academy sits alongside the big Kitty Brewster Police Station. Nice garden here, and look, it's bringing out the birds. Birds? Birds in the garden. Wildlife. Wildlife in the city centre of Aberdeen. We need to encourage that. And the birds are flying. Some of them are on the ground, eating. Birds are set to decline the world over, so we really need to encourage the birds into inner city, urbanised Aberdeen. Nice garden. You see this purple plant? These are what you call lupins. I mean, the Cruikshank Botanic Garden is near here, just down the road, at the back of the Zoology Building, University of Aberdeen. This is the back of St Macer Academy. St Macer Academy I mean, it really is a run-down building, a run-down school. It's the pupils that make a school and the teachers, a vibrant community. But look at the school at the back of Kitty Brewster Police Station, where there's also oh, there's the police. Oh, they've passed me by. Those teachers at Kitty Brewster Primary, if they've reported me for shooting video, the police have missed me. Bikes round here, back of St Macra Academy. Lupins. Lupins, this is botany, in essence. Lupins are also the purple ones you see growing. These. You need to understand the natural world to be able to shoot video, natural video shooting in the urban environment. I mean, I guess David Attenborough hasn't been keeping up, really. I mean, he probably reads books. I mean, the printed word has helped people for centuries, also decades. But I mean, online is really the future. As Aberdeen City Council say at Marischal College, do it online, where you'll also find the headquarters of Police Scotland in Aberdeen. Do it online, that's a catchphrase at the council. The council are encouraging everything online, but still, paperwork is useful for older people, and paperwork combined with online leads to greater accessibility, widens access, supports diverse user groups. Anyway, lupins in the urban environment in Aberdeen. That is St Macra Academy. Clifton Road by the church. 16th of June 2022. It's lunchtime because you can hear kids out in the playgroup at Woodside Primary School. Who was the blonde teacher? Someone supervising children in the playground. They do supervise. Clifton Road, Smithfield Road. You can see the car park at Woodside Primary School is full. And actually, shooting video shows a glimpse of the places when you pass by and are fleeting, but video enables you to replay, go back, see where the contradictions emerge and the people that actually really seek to put up privacy protections. Here's a house by Woodside Primary School with steps. That's likely the home of the janitor. 359 Clifton Road. I mean, janitors need to live on site. I mean, there's perks with the job, actually. It's to maintain schools. This school in the past has actually had a leaky roof. Dad was actually the surveyor at one stage. I mean, it's an old historic building. Highway maintenance, where you can see maintenance going on here at Woodside Primary School. Respect children. Film the cars. How many are there? Well, the car park looks full today. Full to overflowing. This isn't respect for children or the planet or the environment, the local environment. And you know, school entrance that way, you know, actually there's a good view over Aberdeen, the Bridge of Dawn from here, and this is the green space through a wall. There's a field at the other end of that wall. It's where children can play outside, but they're actually playing in the playground. In the playground, here's the playground. The field on Clifton Road. Here's the trouble. Who's the teacher that's giving chase? They can't keep up, actually. This is Ashley Road School, or it was, with the lollipop man standing outside. You can see, really, there's a lollipop man here. You know, last year, during 2021, there was no lollipop man at Broomhill School and also Woodside School. They were Bob and Bill. They were off work. And actually, lollipop men, they're low paid, but actually they do a good job. They have to turn up at certain times when school goes in and when school finishes to make sure children cross the road. I mean, it's a low paid job. Safety for children, now that's low paid. Very low paid. It's so low paid, in fact, that actually there's loads of job vacancies. No one wants to do that sort of job. And last year, during 2021, Aberdeen City Council was having a job recruiting lollipop men and women. Women can do the job too. You can see from a distance there's a lollipop man helping people across the road. Actually, they're not children, they're adults. I mean, really, the job of a lollipop man is to wait around. I mean, they have to wait until they see children come out of school. Here's more adults crossing the road to go and pick up their children. This is what they do. Lollipop men. Ashley Road School and the lollipop man here helps adults to cross the road. He likely helps children as well, but at the moment he's helping adults go into the school to pick up their children. No children visible on this street. Ashley Road School. It considers safety, Ashley School, the school on Ashley Road. Safety is inherent. I mean, teachers, real teachers in Aberdeen schools, they usually drive to work. They take advantage of the good nature, the good well-meaning nature of others. There's an ambulance at the police station. Surely the police haven't been abusing the prisoners. This is human rights. What's going on here? Look, Redmoss Road says the sign. Ambulance at the big police station. Here's the police. Covert surveillance. Well, the paramedics go into the police station. Police stuck in traffic. I imagine that happens a lot. Am I recording? Ambulance. There's ambulances all over the city. They appear at random. Purely at random. But you know, what happens at random can actually be driven by smart algorithms in smart cities, underpinned by sophisticated electronics to control traffic and water. Actually, traffic lights last year around Hazelhead, 2021, early August, were being replaced with digital cameras. You know, this is a smart city, the oil capital of Europe. It's the jewel in the crown, because people are going to convert from petroleum vehicles to electric vehicles. I mean, it was once said London was the jewel of the crown. It is the crime actually. Lots of crime happens in London, but London was the jewel of the crown when Boris Johnson was Mayor of London, or took over from Ken Livingstone from Labour, 2008. 2008, Beijing Olympics, Boris Johnson took the flag from Beijing back to London. He encouraged Boris bikes, people in London to cycle. I mean, this all happened. It happened in the past. But after 50 years, what happened in the past can be disputed when digital records are not kept. Here's the police station. Ambulance here a long time. You know, if I keep talking, actually, this video will split into parts. That's what happens. Video gets broken into segments. Segmentation. It's to make video transmission over the internet, a network of networks, more efficient. JPEG images involve lossy compression, the throwing away of useless pixels in essence. You know, this is compression technology. Really do make it a lot bit easier. They maintain quality while reducing file size to make data transmission more efficient. That's the bottom line. So this is by Redmoss Road Police Station. An ambulance here. The best format for sending video, good quality video in a small file size, at the moment, 29th of June 2022, is the WebM format. Sometimes repeating dates is useful because videos break into parts, so video files break up, so you need to also repeat dates. Here's the ambulance. Actually, I'm looking at a distance. I don't want to go too close, but look, there's two ambulances. I mean, the police at Redmoss Road Police Station, what are they doing to the prisoners? Really? Two ambulances? You know, when I turn up, something happens. When actually something happens all the time. It's not because I'm here. Spying. This is the real world definition of spying. Behind the trees. People hiding behind trees, women can think it's creepy. But this is the police station, where the police are meant to enforce the law. The police station. Well, I think I've really had enough of filming. I've done what I wanted to do up this hill. But I think I should take a picture of this, a photo, just for